What's the biggest snake ever found? Some are so massive, they'll blow your mind. But here's the twist. One of these giant snakes might still be out there, waiting to be discovered. From the ancient Titanoboa to today's massive snakes, these creatures aren't just big, they're monstrous. But which one is truly the biggest, and how big are they? Stick around, because what you're about to learn might just make you question everything you thought you knew about the world's biggest snakes. So, further ado, let's start. At number 10 is King Cobra. The king cobra is known as the longest venomous snake in the world. It was officially discovered in 1836 by Danish zoologist Theodore Edward Cantor. But what's fascinating is how it was found. Cantor documented it during his exploration of Southeast Asia, studying the dense forests of India and Thailand where this snake thrives. The king cobra can grow up to 18 feet in length and weigh around 13 pounds. But it's not just its size that makes it impressive. Its behavior is unique. Unlike most snakes, it primarily feeds on other snakes, even venomous ones, like cobras and kraits. Then, if food is scarce, it might also hunt lizards or small mammals. When it feels threatened, the king cobra rises up to 1/3 of its body, spreads its hood wide, and makes a low, growling hiss. But here's something surprising. It avoids humans unless provoked. The most intriguing fact, the king cobra is one of the few snakes that builds nests. Females carefully gather leaves to protect their eggs and guard them fiercely until they hatch. It's not just a predator, it's a caring protector too. Next is Cuban Boa. The Cuban Boa, one of the largest snakes in the Caribbean. It was first described in 1844 by American zoologist Edward Drinker Cope, who encountered this snake while studying the fauna of Cuba. The Cuban Boa is found primarily on the island of Cuba, including some nearby small islands. This snake can grow up to 19 feet long and weigh as much as 88 pounds. While it is large, it is not venomous. Instead, the Cuban Boa relies on constriction to subdue its prey. Its diet mainly consists of birds, small mammals, and reptiles, including lizards. The Cuban Boa is known for its shy behavior and is typically not aggressive unless provoked. It prefers to stay hidden in the dense forests and caves of its native habitat. An intriguing fact, the Cuban Boa is known for its exceptional climbing skills. Unlike many other large snakes, it can easily scale trees to hunt birds or find shelter. This ability to climb, combined with its size and strength, makes the Cuban Boa an impressive and effective predator in its environment. At number 8 is Indian Python. The Indian python, or Python malurus, is one of the largest snakes in India. It was first discovered in 1758 by Swedish biologist Carl Linnaeus, who encountered this species during his studies of the reptile world. The Indian python is found primarily in India, Nepal, Bhutan, and parts of Pakistan, favoring grasslands, forests, and wetlands. This non-venomous snake can grow up to 20 feet long and weigh between 100 to 200 pounds. Unlike venomous snakes, the Indian python kills its prey through constriction. It wraps its muscular body around its prey, squeezing tightly until the animal suffocates. Its diet includes mammals, birds, and occasionally reptiles. Typically slow-moving and solitary, the Indian python is known for its calm and shy nature, rarely attacking unless provoked. It prefers to stay hidden in its environment, waiting for an opportunity to strike. An intriguing fact, the Indian python has the ability to go for long periods without food. It can survive for several weeks after consuming a large meal, thanks to its slow metabolism. This adaptation allows it to thrive in the wild, even when prey is scarce. At number 7 is Burmese Python. This snake was officially identified in 1820 by German naturalist Heinrich Kuhl during his studies of reptiles in Southeast Asia. Kuhl described it after observing specimens in regions like Myanmar, formerly Burma, Thailand, and India, where these pythons are commonly found in tropical forests and wetlands. This snake can grow up to 23 feet long and weigh over 200 pounds. But despite its massive size, the Burmese python is non-venomous. It kills its prey by constriction, wrapping its muscular body around the victim and squeezing until it suffocates. Its diet includes birds, mammals, and reptiles, but it can also eat animals as large as deer or alligators in rare cases. The Burmese python is typically slow-moving and shy, but it becomes aggressive when threatened. Then it relies on its strength to defend itself. An intriguing fact: female Burmese pythons are exceptional mothers. They coil around their eggs to protect them and even use their body heat to keep the eggs warm, a rare behavior in reptiles. This mix of size, power, and care makes the Burmese python truly fascinating. Next is green anaconda. The green anaconda is known for its impressive size and strength. The species was first described in 1820 by German naturalist Johann Wilhelm Meigen during his exploration of South American fauna. Found primarily in the wetlands, rivers, and swamps of the Amazon and Orinoco basins in South America, the green anaconda thrives in its aquatic environment. This giant snake can grow up to 30 feet long and weigh as much as 550 pounds. It's a non-venomous constrictor that hunts by wrapping around its prey and squeezing it to death. Its diet includes fish, birds, mammals, and even larger prey like deer, caimans, and capybaras. Despite its enormous size, the green anaconda is not aggressive unless provoked. It is primarily nocturnal, using its powerful body to silently ambush prey in the water. An intriguing fact: the green anaconda is an excellent swimmer and spends much of its time in water. Its size and strength allow it to dominate its environment, making it a true apex predator. What's even more impressive is that it can remain underwater for up to 10 minutes at a time, hunting without ever surfacing. At number 5 is reticulated python. The reticulated python is one of the longest snakes in the world. First described by the German naturalist Johann Gottlieb Georgi in 1801, it was discovered while exploring the jungles of Southeast Asia. The species is commonly found in countries like Indonesia, the Philippines, and parts of Malaysia and Thailand, where it inhabits rainforests, grasslands, and wetlands. This incredible snake can grow up to an astounding 33 feet in length and weigh as much as 350 pounds. It is the longest known snake species and is known for its distinctive and beautiful pattern of interlocking scales. The reticulated python is a non-venomous constrictor, preying on mammals, birds, and even large prey like pigs and deer. Despite its enormous size, the reticulated python is generally shy and solitary, only becoming aggressive when threatened. It is an ambush predator, waiting quietly for the right moment to strike. An intriguing fact: the reticulated python's ability to swim long distances is remarkable. It is known to be an excellent swimmer and can even cross rivers in search of food or a mate, making it one of the most adaptable snakes in the world. Next we have is GigantoGastini. GigantoGastini is one of the largest and most fascinating prehistoric snakes ever discovered. It was first described in 1951 by British paleontologist Charles Lee, based on fossilized remains found in the Eocene rocks of North Africa, specifically in what is now Egypt. These fossils date back to around 40 million years ago, revealing a time when the Earth was home to much larger creatures. This ancient snake is believed to have reached an incredible length of up to 33 feet and weighed more than 1,000 pounds, making it one of the heaviest snakes known. GigantoGastini was a non-venomous constrictor, much like modern pythons, using its massive body to subdue and kill prey. It likely hunted large prey, such as crocodiles or small mammals, using its size and strength to overpower them. Despite its enormous size, it was probably a slow-moving predator, relying on ambush rather than speed. An intriguing fact about GigantoGastini is that it lived in a warm, tropical climate and likely spent much of its time in the water, similar to modern-day anacondas. This aquatic adaptation, combined with its massive size, made it one of the most impressive predators of its time. At number 3 is Paleopa Colossus. Paleopa Colossus is an extinct species of giant snake that once roamed the Earth millions of years ago. First discovered in 1989 by French paleontologists, It was identified from fossilized remains found in the Eocene deposits of the Mediterranean region, specifically in what is now Egypt. These fossils revealed a creature that lived around 40 to 50 million years ago, during a time when the Earth's climate and ecosystems were very different. This ancient snake is believed to have grown up to 39 feet long, making it one of the largest snakes of its time. It likely weighed over 500 pounds, much like modern-day large constrictors such as the reticulated python. Paleopa Colossus was a non-venomous constrictor, similar to modern pythons. It probably hunted fish and small to medium-sized land animals, using its enormous size and strength to overpower its prey. An intriguing fact about this ancient snake is that despite its enormous size, it lived in the ocean, spending much of its time in water, hunting for fish. This adaptation made it one of the first known examples of a giant aquatic snake, long before the modern sea snakes appeared on Earth. Next is Titanoboa Kenis. Titanoboa Kenis is a prehistoric giant snake that once ruled the Earth millions of years ago. Discovered in 2009 by a team of scientists led by Dr. Jonathan Bloch, Titanoboa was identified from fossilized remains found in the Chirajon coal mine in Colombia, South America. These fossils date back to about 60 million years ago, during the Paleocene epoch, right after the dinosaurs went extinct. This enormous snake grew to an astounding 42 feet long and weighed around 2,500 pounds, making it one of the largest snakes to ever live. Titanoboa was a non-venomous constrictor, much like modern pythons and anacondas, using its immense size to overpower and swallow its prey whole. Titanoboa likely hunted large animals, such as crocodiles and fish, using its strength to constrict and kill its prey. Despite its massive size, it probably lived in swamps and rivers where it could ambush its prey. An intriguing fact about Titanoboa is that scientists believe it could generate heat to regulate its body temperature, which was vital for surviving in the warm, tropical environment of its time. This extraordinary adaptation helped it thrive as the apex predator of its ecosystem. At number 1 is Vasuki Indicus. Vasuki Indicus is a species of giant snake that once roamed ancient India, named after the mythical serpent Vasuki from Hindu mythology. This snake was identified in 1997 by Indian zoologists who discovered its fossils in 2005 in the regions of northern India, particularly near the Himalayas. The species dates back to around 10 million years ago, during the Miocene epoch. Vasuki Indicus was believed to grow up to 50 feet long and weigh about 1,000 pounds, making it the largest snakes in human history. Like modern pythons, it was a non-venomous constrictor, using its massive size to overpower large prey. This snake likely hunted large mammals, including early elephants and other herbivores. It used its immense strength to wrap around and constrict its prey, much like today's pythons and anacondas. An intriguing fact about Vasuki Indicus is its name itself. It was named after the serpent Vasuki from Hindu mythology, who was said to have supported the weight of the universe. This reflects the sheer size and power of the snake, symbolizing the legendary strength attributed to it in ancient stories. The fossilized remains suggest it might have lived in dense forests and riverbanks, adding to its mysterious and powerful legacy. Thanks for watching the video. Comment down below your favorite part and let us know. Also press the subscribe button and bell icon for regular updates.